Alright, morning class. Today's video we're going to go over multiplying monomials. This is where we're going to have to use the product rule over and over and over again. So when multiplying monomials with like bases, you add the exponents. So for example, we have these. We need to multiply them, and they both have an n in them, so their bases are the same. Now, when you're multiplying, you need to start with the coefficients. So we've got to start with 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Now, let's take the bases, and we had n to the second and n to the fourth. And those are being multiplied. Well, the product rule says when you multiply them and they have the same base, you add the exponents. So 2 plus 4 would equal n to the sixth. So it's 12 n to the sixth. Now, when you have multiple letters, what you're going to do, you still handle the coefficients first. So we're going to have to multiply negative 3 times 5 first. And then you go with the letters A, and then you go with the letters B. So negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Now, let's handle the A's. I've got 2 A's here. I've got 1 A here. We're adding, so 2 plus 1 will give us A to the third. Now I've got 3 B's here, and I've got 4 B's here. 3 plus 4 is 7, so it is going to be B to the seventh. We're just using the product rule over and over again. We've done the product rule before. So if you need to write this down, so you remember the product rule says whenever you have a base to the A times a base to the B, it is the same as that base to the A plus B, where you just add the exponents together. Now, I want you guys to try number 3. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Just pause the video until you finish number 3. But there's 3 terms. Make sure to do the numbers first and then hit each letter and then get your answer, all right? So until you've worked out number 3, push pause on the video. Push pause now. Okay, just like on all the other ones, I'm going to start out with the numbers, the coefficients. 2 times negative 3. And 2 times negative 3 will give me negative 6. Now, I'll move on to the letters. I have A, there's 1 there, there's 1 there, and there's 2 over here. So that's going to be A to the 1 plus 1 plus 2. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. So we should have A to the fourth. Now, let's move on into our B values. Our B values, we had 1 here, we had 1 here, so far we're 1 plus 1, and we had 5 over here, so plus 5. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 5 is 7. Now let's just write it all together. So we've got negative 6, A to the fourth, and B to the seventh. Alright, now look at number 4. I don't want you to freak out with this. What we're going to do is multiply with the numbers first, and then we'll handle the letters, okay? Because it is still a multiply. Now, these numbers, they're all, they make fractions. But when we simplify, this will be a little bit easier. So we can do 20 times 12 divided by 3 times 5. That is one way. Well, 20 times 12 is 240. 3 times 5 is 15. And 240 divided by 15 will get us 16. So 16 is our number. It's a whole number, so it doesn't need to go on the top and bottom. It just needs to go on the top. 16. Boom. Now let's handle the letters. Both of these are on the top. They're positive. So we've got x squared times x to the third. Remember, we're adding. So 2 plus 3 will give us x to the fifth. and then a y to the first times y to the fifth. 1 plus 5 will give us y to the 6th. Remember, product rule, you just add the exponents. I'm going to stop the video here. We're going to continue with the notes on the next video.